Shout out to the Madden Modding Community Discord for posting this mod. But we are back in 2017. Well, kinda. Sorta. Schedule-wise, we are not back in Madden 17. But player-wise, we are. We are taking over the Cleveland Brownies for this video. And the Brownies in 2017 was quite the interesting situation. We had a rookie Myles Garrett. A lot of great future potential. Well, for Myles Garrett, that is. The Brownies had 2 top 5 picks in the upcoming draft at this moment in time. And a lot of players around the league that you had to deal with, including Patriots Tom Brady, which would be his last year there. Texans had the man DeAndre Hopkins. I love how he has the Ravens stuff on in that picture, but that's just kind of hilarious to me. The Redskins were still a team. Ben was still in the Steelers. He did not retire yet. You had Drew Brees. You had Eric Weddle. You had Graham Newton. You had Travis Kelce, but this was 4 years in the league. He was 27 at the time. Now he's like 50. You got Kyle Juszczyk. Still in the 49ers. So this is after he went for the Ravens to the Niners, interestingly enough. You had Lions Matthew Stafford. Larry Fitz in the league. Donald Penn, who remember his ultimate team card from back in the day. We got the Steelers left tackle there. We got Cam Jordan. Going down this list here, Keenan Allen, Fat Zeke Elliott, who I think, is he still in the league, Zeke Elliott? I feel like he's not. Like, how old is Zeke right now? Zeke in this is 22. So this was, how many years ago? 3 plus 8 years ago. So he'd be like 29, 30 right now. Got Cam Chancellor. Bam Bam Cam Chancellor. Casey Hayward, Zach Ertz when he was with the Eagles way back in the day. Anthony Barr, the Mutt legend. He is. So great. We got Jason Witten. We got Graham Gano. Jimmy Graham with the Seahawks. We got Mark Ingram. We got Michael Thomas. Christian McCaffrey on the Panthers. That just doesn't look right. A-Rod back on the Packers. Dang, man. Dez Bryant. Dope DX. Vontez Perfect. Miss him. Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs. That's weird. Thomas Davis Sr. We got Matt Ryan. Lynch, Beast Mode. Emmanuel Sanders. Wow. Justin Tucker when he was actually allowed to play football and not banned from football. He's actually technically not banned. He just technically is suspended for 10 games. Stephon Diggs on the Vikings. Ooh, that's a different sight. But yeah, DT, RIP to my man Demaryius Thomas. Love him. Geno Watkins with the Bengals. Missed that guy. Mike Wallace. Deshaun Watson on the Texans. Deshaun Jackson when he made his run where he would go on like every other team in the NFL. Just crazy time. All right, so what we're going to do with this video, we're going to port local file. And we're going to do 2018 draft class. Okay. I don't think this is correctly the 2018 draft class. Because, Kyle Allen? Is this a 28? It is a 2018 draft class. Holy moly. Why is, like, the first set amount of players suck? Like, these guys are not good players at all. Guess they're going to move around as the year goes on. But first thing we got to do is sim to the playoffs. Because we got to see what happens with the Brownies. We do have 2 top 5 picks. So, also realize my thingy-wingy here is off-centered. So, let me fix that. There we go. But we do got 2 top 5 picks. So, there's always a chance that the Brownies suck so bad Those 2 top 5 picks actually work out for us. Because we do know the draft, okay? We know the future. Forgot to turn off. I forgot to turn off no firing. Okay, hold up. Let me do this real fast. Forgot to do that. When you take over a bad team, I forgot to turn it off. I'm also going to go ahead and do this. I'll do off-season trades, off-season free agent bidding. I'll do these 2, but I'm going to have everything else because we're going to be doing a lot of simming this video. All right, so I'm going to have to sim it to the Super Bowl, and I'm going to have to sim past 1 week. But let's just see, in the end, it ended up being the Eagles over the Chiefs. Nice. Oh, man, I love that so much. Trubisky, wait, hold up. Did the Eagles? No, they, okay, no, that's glitched. Okay, I was going to say, the Eagles do not have Saquon Barkley. All right, so, wait, who won then? Jared Goff for the Rams won MVP. This just feels so weird to say out loud. What did the Brownies go? Kaiser didn't do too bad. Duke Johnson wasn't the guy. 1,000-yard receiver. It's not bad. It's not atrociously bad. Myles Garrett, 11 sacks. Not surprising. Myles Garrett's an absolute animal. Playoffs, it ended up being the Steelers winning the Super Bowl. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well, hold up. Hold the fluff up. Okay, I'm going to have to do it like that. There we go. All right, so Steelers won, or Steelers made the Super Bowl. They didn't win. I didn't go far enough yet. But it looks like we did not go to the playoffs. We did not. So, where are the Brownies? Ooh, we sucked, but we were 19th. We were 7-10. All right, so I'm going to have to take over for the Brownies again without them firing me. Okay. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski, I'm sorry, but okay, I'm going to have to wait 1 week. All right, hold up. Advance 1 week. Advance 1 week. Now the Brownies would have hired a coach. And now I can actually take over. I turned off coach firing, so we should be good moving forward. This happened when I took over for, what team was that? The Saints. They also fired me. I think multiple times, actually. So, all right, let's go into free agency. So we had, believe we had the, Jaguars pick, and we had our pick. So our pick is 14, Jags is 10. Okay. But again, we know we have the hidden backlog of crap that we know who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. Now the question is, how's it going to work out? All right, so you know what? We're not going to sign any free agent. We're going to go right to it. We don't even have to scout. This is the beauty of this. We don't even have to scout because we know exactly who's going to be good or bad. Start draft. Okay. Pause draft. Okay, why? I love how nobody you got drafted. Okay, these are all nobodies. Kyle Allen was the first actual, somebody who got drafted. This is kind of hilarious. For some reason, all the good players are down the board. Bro. That Philip Lindsay. Okay. So, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Logan Woodside are down the board. I'm going to go with Josh Allen. You know what I might do? Hold up. I might just get really crazy with this. Hold up. Okay. Check this out. We're going to double up, boys. You might say, that makes no sense at all. Why would you take both quarterbacks? Because we're the Browns. You think we do anything that makes sense? All right. Now we're kind of in a weird spot because, now some of these, nobody names are just popping up a lot. All right, so who's the best player on the board? Because at this point, we can kind of just go through each one here. Unless, do I not remember the 2018 draft? I probably don't. Gus Edwards, Ravens running back. I know him. Obviously, he ended up being pretty good. Andre Smith went to the Bengals. That didn't work out at all. I'm used to like this being so much differently put. Okay, be honest with you, I kind of don't remember this draft as much, but I do remember Nick Chubb, who goes to the Bengals. I mean, goes to the Brownies in the end. So that's not a bad pick. 2 first-round quarterbacks. What am I doing, bro? What am I doing? We could also trade Lamar Jackson if we wanted to. I might make him a running back. Yeah. Let's go with St. Brown's brother. I think, is that his brother or his cousin? One of the two. He went to the Packers in the end. I don't know why I just took him, by the way. Alan Lazard. MVS is available. Okay, we're starting this video off in a very not good way. Because I'm taking random players for no reason. But hey, I kind of forget the 2018 draft. So this one's going to be rough, okay? This one's going to be a little rough, but I think we can make up with the next year's draft. Justin Reed was supposed to go undrafted. I guess in his franchise. Maybe not real life. All right, you know what? I'm going to let the CPU handle the end of the 7th round because I'm probably going to mess that up. But, okay, so let's go to draft recap. Let's go. We got an 80 overall, an 85 Nick Chubb, a 77 Lamar Jackson. Okay, we got some pretty good steals at the end of that draft. So, you know, knowing what's going to happen and knowing real life probably helps out a lot. If we made Lamar Jackson a running back, how would that impact life? That's my question. What would his overall be? Okay, save. I think he's going to be like a 20. He's a 68 overall. Low key. That's not the worst scenario possible. That's actually does kind of work in our favor. Because that means he can at least be utilized. Okay, 2019 draft. Please tell me, is Scotty... Oh, I thought it was Scotty Miller. I thought that was little Scotty Miller. Debo. Drew Sample. Okay, so still weird. All right, so we're just going to sim. And actually, let's look at the team real fast. Let's look at the squad. See where we're sitting. Okay, so I want Lamar to get as much playtime as possible at that running back position. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kind of force him into playtime, but we're going to try to. And we're going to see if he can become the best running back of all time. I think he can be. I think low-key he can be. Okay, I thought I was going to crash for a second. Okay, hold up. Did they might have tried to get rid of him or bench him? Nope, he's still our starting running back. I mean, it's not like we're going to go great this season, although Josh Allen is him. And we also took Nick Chubb, which probably doesn't help. Because he would technically probably be a way better running back. Who got injured? Yes, it wasn't Lamar Jackson. That's all I care about at this moment in time. As long as Lamar doesn't go down, I'm happy. All right, so far, through our first set of games, Josh Allen's not looking too sexy. Lamar Jackson has 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Chubb's already trying to beat him out for the best running back contest. All right, so upgrades. Do we get any upgrades to Lamar Jackson? Okay, this game does not like trying to do upgrades. I'll tell you that. We do actually. Okay, so I'm going to try to really piggyback off his overall. All right, he's a 70 overall. We got to get him as much greatness as humanly possible. All right, we're going to just do the rest. There we go. All right, let's go to next week. Bye week is over. We got a 70 overall running back in Lamar. And we're just hoping he can put up 6,000 yards. Eventually. Okay, hold up. Upgrade players. Come on, give me a Lamar upgrade. I want to see him up. Ah, no. Okay. Got Sean Coleman. Who the heck is Sean Coleman? Sounds like a Viagra ad. I don't know how that one made sense, but... Okay. Duke Johnson got hurt. That's good. Well, it's good for the context of the video, okay? It might not be good for the rest of the circumstances, like, you know, his health and stuff. All right, so he is now... What's his speed? He has 94 speed. Okay, he's actually not that... He's pretty fast. I would like to get him up higher. And I feel like we could probably, over time, maybe if we upgrade him enough, get that a little bit higher up there. But I don't expect him to hit 1,000 yards his first season. You know, I think that's kind of ridiculous to want. But I think over time, we can get him up to that 1,000-yard season. But we're just going to have to also work on our defense, you know, because we need to have a good run game. A good run game and a good pass game. That's all rated around Lamar. Okay, come on. Come on, man. I'm trying to get Lamar. Now, I could cheese this and just go through, like, the skill trainer and try to do it that way. But I want to do this in the legitimate way as possible. Sorta. Okay. Lamar, yes, he gets another one. He's now at 73. Let's go. He has 180 snaps. 187 snaps. He still hasn't unlocked his full potential. Oh, man. Get him more snaps, guys. We need Lamar out there with more snaps. Nick Chubb got hurt. Again, not good. But for the circumstance of this video, that actually works out somewhat well. Because now Lamar is going to get a lot more play time. Nick Chubb was kind of eating into those carries, and I didn't appreciate it. All right. Wait, why is Lamar RB2? No, stop that. Lamar is RB1. We all know he's the guy. Okay. Upgrade players. Give me a Lamar upgrade, please. Come on, EA. Bro, if it's not Lamar Jackson. My name's Scotty Anderson. Just realized that. I think my created character is Scotty Anderson. It's probably not. But I like to think it's Scotty Anderson. Come on, Lamar upgrade. Bro, nobody cares about these guys. These guys are scrubs. Freaking Beyond Body whatever his name is. Alright, they're going to try to bench my boy Lamar. They didn't bench him. Are you almost there? 259. Lamar. Bro. I need you to hit the number. Not be in the back here. Okay. What we got here? Wonder how long he's going to last. That's another thing. Oh, we got one. Okay. Okay, so I think he went down, but I believe that's based on, like he was boosted up because of, like, confidence or some crap like that. I forget what it is. But there was like a confidence level. We also finally got an upgrade to Josh Allen. That's nice. We got the Brownies versus Bengals here. Okay. Upgrade players. Come on, Lamar. I just want to give him like a 75 overall. Because that freaking man. What's his name? This guy. Duke Johnson. It's kind of annoying me. Because he keeps like slowly getting better than Lamar. Okay, so what are we sitting at? We're sitting at a 7-9 record. That's actually not that bad. No! 2 to 4 weeks! Bro! I was so excited. I thought it was it. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, again, I kind of probably just jinxed it, saying I wonder how long he's gonna last, because he does have a quarterback body. So I feel like at some point we're gonna see these guys not last that long. All right, so running back wise, Josh Allen actually really good, but also the problem is Josh Allen is also a mobile quarterback, which means he's also going to get his rushes. So 577 yards and 6 touchdowns for running back Lamar. That's interesting. Okay. That's actually not that bad. All right. So problem is, though, we did actually go so good that this actually might be a problem. And I kind of just realized this now. You get to a point where you're good enough where you're not going to get a top 5 pick or a top 10 pick, but you're not good enough to a point where you're actually no, you're not good enough to get a top 10 pick, but you're not good enough to go to the Super Bowl. So you're kind of not in between area, which you don't want to be in. All right, did Lamar get one? No, he did not. Okay, just upgrade game. All right, we have to look at this. Okay, I mean, 577 yards, you're not going to get an MV. You're not going to get a Rookie of the Year, which that's the best way to upgrade your guy, is get him Rookie of the Year or some kind of award. They upgrade real fast. Yeah, we cut Duke Johnson. You know why? Because we have our RB1. We don't need Duke Johnson. Okay, no, we don't need Nick Chubb. Why? No, we don't need Nick Chubb. Okay, Nick Chubb, I love you, man. I know you're a Browns legend. We love you for that. But we can't really afford you on the roster right now, because you have to be RB2. Now, I could fix this by just changing, I set the lineups. But that's a lot of work I don't want to do right now. All right, first pick. Come on. Andy Isabella. Not taking Andy Isabella. You know what we should do? Let's look at the team and actually make logical picks, and not just make picks off randomly knowing that these guys are going to be good. Because then you end up with 1,000 different players that are not that good. All right, so we don't really need a receiver, low-key. We actually have a pretty good receiving core. Honestly, this team's actually kind of low-key nasty. Low-key, the Browns squads, their defense especially, is always low-key nasty. All right, so Dre Greenlaw ends up being really good. I know he does. Okay. See, we're getting closer now. So I'm starting to know some of these guys and who's good and who's bad. D-tackle, right? Okay. You know what? Whoa. What round do they have him in? They have him going undrafted. I love this. All right, well, I'm going to take Nick Bosa. I'm going to take Nick Bosa because I like to go undrafted guys in the first round. I'm the Brownies, right? We love making picks that make no sense. Oh, Josh Allen. I already have a Josh Allen. Now I have 2. I think he's going to be pretty good, though. That Josh Allen's going to be pretty good. All right. Bro, I just realized we might end up being the best team in football. But you know what's going to even happen? Brian Burns. He's actually pretty decent in the end. But what's going to happen is we're going to just be better and better. All right, Sam linebacker. We're going to see Lamar Jackson get it done. Ed Oliver is actually pretty good in the end. I'm going to take Ed Oliver. Because we don't really need to worry about offense, to be honest. I'm actually more focused on the defense. We make the defense good, then we can get up by a lot, and we can just run the ball. Mike Edwards. Ooh, Chiefs. Okay. Be honest, I think once you get to this point, you start to really just... The players start to kind of drop off on who's good and who's not good. I don't think we got anyone good here. Okay, we're just going to sim the rest then. Again, like I said, we're worried about one man, running back Lamar Jackson. And that's what we're worried about. So, let's go to draft recap. And there's our team. 88 overall, Nick Bosa as a rookie. Expected to go undrafted. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. All right, so let me fix this myself, okay? Where is the thing about setting the depth chart? Because I don't want to keep doing this. Wait, reorder depth chart manual. Oh, okay, so I am setting the depth chart. So it just randomly sometimes the game doesn't want me to be great and decides it's smart to just reorder the depth chart. Okay, nice to know. I swear if they cut Lamar Jackson, I'm going to scream. Because I just realized he is kind of like an 83 overall. I mean, a 73 overall, so there's always the chance. Nope, he's still in the squad. All right, that's good. We're going to just go ahead and do that. He is also a star development trait, which is nice. He's not a superstar, which I kind of didn't expect him to be. But, all right, so we got our starting running back here. You know what I got to do? Let me go ahead and go to depth chart here, and you want to start him there. But I also want to start him, and yes, I'm doing this in the second season, by the way, not the first season. I should have probably did this in the first season, but whatever. You want to start him there, too. All right, Chiefs week 1. Probably not going to work out, but they don't have Patrick Mahomes, so who cares? They might have Patrick Mahomes. I actually just realized they think he was still on this team in No, he was 2018 draft, right? One of those years. Lamar! Okay, first off, I did not mean to select the punter. Anyway, as I was saying. Oh, no. Game. Game. Game knows game. Thank you. Okay. Lamar, I'm going to need you to really start upgrading faster, buddy. Because I feel like you're going to eventually get cut. And we're not trying to let that happen, okay? The game doesn't understand, and neither does anyone else. We're going to just sim to the playoffs. Yeah. The whole part I just made no sense at all now. I also probably should do auto upgrades, which I think I have that set. I don't have that set. But you know what? I think Lamar is going to be the guy. At this point, man, I can only do so much. You can only lead a horse to water so many times. You can't make him drink. I think that's the saying. Okay, well, we went 12-5 for obvious reasons. I mean, we're literally the 5th ranked offense. What were we defensively? 17th. Okay, I don't know how, but whatever. Lamar had 1,191 yards and 7 touchdowns. His first 1,000-yard season. I have never been more proud. Wow. He is an unstoppable force now. And Josh Allen also did really good. All right, so let's go to yearly awards. So Lamar is not in any award, but let's go to upgrade players. And I don't know why upgrade players always breaks the game, but it does. Okay, hold up. Where's Lamar? Where is Lamar Jackson? Okay, and he is... I think he's the only player on our roster not on this list. Everyone else was on the list. Okay. What are you now, Lamar? You're an 87 overall. Well, he also had 95 speed. He went up +1 speed. So he's definitely better. That worked out pretty well, actually. Our team is still really unstoppable, but let's send him to the Super Bowl. Let's see how this Super Bowl goes. Will the Brownies be a Super Bowl team? They should be. Have enough freaking talent. And no. We lost in the second round of the playoffs to the Ravens. That's depressing. All right, so I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, that sucks. We're going to have to do this. Edit draft class. No. I'm going to have to import file. I'm an idiot. All right. So if that ever happened, import file. And now go to 2020. Whatever. COVID year. And those are the top guys from COVID year. Boogie Roberts. All right. So Scott Anderson is killing it right now because the Brownies usually never have good coaches. So we're just going to go right to the draft. Why the fluff not? We got an 87 overall running back, Lamar Jackson, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we could be fantastic here. All right, let's see. Skip video. We had the 27th overall pick. We lost in the second round. Ooh, Shiesty. Man. Passing up on Shiesty breaks my heart. But there's legitimately no way you don't pass. I mean, I'm no way I take Shiesty there. All right, so I could go Geno Stone. Nope. I've seen your work on the Bengals, and I'm pretty good on that one. Okay, so try to just Trayvon Diggs. Okay, I mean we're now at a point where we just really don't need anyone. Like I don't say we need one. We're at a point now. I feel like this team is just gonna be able to be it's gonna be fine for a very long time. Javon Kinlaw does interest me a little bit. I have also never drafted this way. Like obviously in real life, you don't draft like this, right? You go to the top of the board. But because of players being way down and like mismatched, I am now just finding myself going down the board like this. All right. Van Jefferson. CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, let's give Josh Allen a receiver. Let's give Josh Allen a pretty good receiver. That should help out with Josh Allen a bit. Tight ends. Any really good ones down here? Nah. Probably, but didn't see one I liked. Gonna probably start working on our line for the future here. Okay, you know what? Never mind. All these guys are trash. Yeah, we got freaking Ben Cleveland out there. Antron Brooks. Anyone decently good? Grant Delpit. He ends up being decent. We'll take Delpit. And he also is a brownie, so it actually works out pretty well. Once a brownie, always a brownie. All right, we're going to sit the rest of this draft. I'm more focused on Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson's greatness than anything. And I have faith that Lamar Jackson can be that guy. All right. That draft went as followed. Pretty atrocious, actually. I didn't expect it to go that bad. Usually the drafts go a lot better than that. But anyway, whatever. Even with us knowing. Not off season. I was going to just go to the playoffs. Alright. We need Lamar. I hope. Yeah, Lamar should be the starter. Okay, hold up. I just want to make sure he's the starter. And that he's not the backup because the game could sometimes be stupid. He should be the starter because realistically speaking, he should have a good enough. See, this is what I'm talking about. And he also went down to a 91 overall. All right, well, I don't blame that because Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb, but I forgot. I got to put him in every category. Okay. I'm destining Lamar Jackson to fail this season because I forgot to set his depth chart here. And now he's going to lose out on all these week five snaps. What did I mess up here? I still had more snaps than Nick Chubb. All right. So, I mean, even with that being said, he still outpaced Nick Chubb completely. My problem is I don't know if the Brownies are going to sign him to a new contract after this year. Because that's another factor. I'm not controlling contracts. I'm letting the CPU control contracts. But by doing that, kind of in a pickle here. Because I'm letting the CPU handle it. So we went 8 and 9. Which is definitely not what you want to see. Nick Chubb had more carries than Lamar. But we really didn't have much carries at all. I mean, that was an ugly year entirely. I'm about to trade away Nick Chubb. He's kind of annoying me now. He keeps taking carries away from my quarterback. I mean my running back. I mean my Lamar Jackson. And I'm not loving it. Okay. Let's auto upgrade. What is Lamar right now? Okay, so these guys are earning stuff. Nice. Alright, so Lamar Jackson right now is an 84 overall. And Nick Chubb is no longer on the roster. Huh? Am I stupid? There's a lot of red on that defense. There's a lot of red on that defense. Why is Nick Chubb... Did he not get... He might be hurt. Okay. He might have got hurt. Because I just realized we are kind of in the playoffs. Well, we're not in the playoffs, but the game is. He is hurt. Okay. It says 0. Return, yes. Injury status, no. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to get rid of Nick Chubb. It's kind of cramping my whole style with the Lamar Jackson show we're doing. And I also kind of, think that it might be best if we move on. Okay, wait, hold up. I can't do it now. I gotta wait to free agency to be able to trade someone. So let's go through one, go to twice. And I think I can, or I might not be able to. Oh, I can, okay. I thought for a second it was gonna say I had to change the auto thing. Alright, well, Nick Chubb, love you, man, but you're kind of cramping my style. Lamar's the RB here of the future. And I also want Lamar to get a new contract, and I don't want anyone to think otherwise. Okay, so... Wow. Okay, so everyone's broke? Not everyone. Okay, anyone have like a really good top 2 pick and isn't broke? Okay, Giants. Done. Awesome. Again, is it personal? Yes. It's for video's sake. Alright, let's go back here. Let's go back and let's go to the draft. And now we have the number 1 overall pick for no reason at all. Other than, to have the number 1 overall pick. This is the weirdest video I think I've made. How did I have the number 4 overall pick? Oh, that's right, because the number 1 overall pick team. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that team I couldn't trade with because they had the negative salary cap. All right, well, I can't not take Chase because Bengals fan. So it also works out because that's Jamar Chase. So anyway, Wyatt Davis and anyone else? Micah Parsons would be a really good player to have. I feel like Micah Parsons probably sounds like a good player. Make that defense even better. Okay, I thought that said Patrick Jones. I thought it said PS2 for a second. I was like, we're just going to have a second PS2 in the league. All right, anyone I see, or am I just going to sim the rest of this? Joseph Asai. I don't really see anyone I, for second thought, care that much about. Unless... Yeah, no. I'm just going to sim it. I want to get into another season with Lamar. And now that he is going to be our only running back, we don't have to worry about that. Well, they did take Asante Samuel Jr. I kind of figured they might. That's a Asante Samuel Jr. moment. All right, so let's go to the season. I think this is what Lamar Jackson's third season. I'm also trying not to make this video like 6 hours long, but it's gonna end up being 6 hours long if I don't get get cooking on it. All right, so franchise. Let's go to this. Weekly training is auto. Auto progress players. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Probably should have done that like way long ago, but it's me. Is he hurt? He is injured. Right. Severe risk. Wait, how long is he out for? Status is out. He's considered week to week. Huh? What is this nonsense? Week to week. Bro! How are you hurt? Because what? Because we got rid of Nick Chubb and now you don't want to play? It's just like real life. Anyway, oh, man. Yeah. He's a 39 overall as a third down back. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, come on, Lamar. Just wanted another 1,000-yard season. That second year, I thought we were really on a path for greatness. I thought Lamar was about to do some beautiful things there. Like he was about to really start taking off, but I guess not. We were on a path to something. All right, week 18. And 9-8. 9-8 is not what we want to see. Lamar had 1,000 yards. So far in his career, he's actually not doing too bad. 1,000, 2,000-yard seasons. An off season, but not the best season ever. How are we? What I don't get. How are we not the best? Like, we're the 26th ranked offense, okay. But like, I get that, right? 5th ranked defense, nice. But at some point, how is things not clicking? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this not clicking together? He's also 91 now. Because of logic. But like, I'm just saying, like, where are we going wrong? We're now at a point where Micah Parsons can't even get a starting job on this roster. He only played 256 snaps. Bro can't even get a starting job anymore. And, like, bro, we don't have a center. I see where our issue might lie. I think it's the center position. So here's another issue. Can we, like, not have the issue of Lamar Jackson getting drafted or getting signed somewhere? And the Brownies can't even make the playoffs with the best players in football. Guess if there's ever example of the Brownies being the Brownies, this is example of it. Alright, we're going to go 1 week. And I'm going to have to sign free agency. Because I'm going to guess that our team did not sign Lamar Jackson. Ooh, we might have. We give him a new contract? Now, I could have just handled this myself. But that's not what we do here. Okay, so Lamar Jackson, technically speaking, is still on our team. He signed a 2-year contract. Okay, so he's on our team for a bit of time. All right, well, that's good. I don't really care about the rest of the crap then. I just care that he's on our team. And hopefully for the foreseeable future. All right, so what we really need, I feel like, is a shutdown corner. What did I do? Ironically enough, that is not the shutdown corner I was talking about. But I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pause the draft. And instead I simmed the pick. and they took a cornerback, which is kind of funny. Now, again, that guy's probably absolutely garbage, but it's all good, you know, because we got Sauce Gardner. I don't know how I simmed a pick and they took the one position I was just saying I need. Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense because the game kind of probably just sees exactly what I need. All right. You know what? We're going to take Trent McDuffie. We're now going to get to a point where we're so good on defense that we just don't need to play it anymore. Like, what could possibly go wrong when our defense is that good? You know what? We're going to just take 4 corners because I didn't like the first one. Actually, we're probably not. Let's see. No, we're at that point. We're at that point. Okay. We're going to sim. We're at that point. Last time we lasted to the 2nd round. This time we lasted to like the 4th round, which I'm pretty proud about. All right. So that first corner is actually okay. This guy actually good, like low key. I guess he is good. He's on the Saints. Okay. Well, wait. The Saints suck though. Sorry, Saints fans. Just know it was personal. Alright, bro. We're about to hit an hour in this video, and I'm not trying to make this video that long, but it's going to be that long. Whenever I do these type of videos, it always ends up being over an hour. Alright, so Lamar is still our starting running back. We still don't have a center. Our defense still looks like the best defense to ever play football. What I do want to do, though, is... because I'm kind of like not liking the fact that our center sucks. So, can you get... stop? Okay, here we go. Yes. Give me Mitch Moore. I don't want to do... I don't want to go through the whole... you both have 1 year left. You guys suck. Alright, take a 4th round pick. Give me Mitch Moore. Why are you guys so broke? Like, you know the motto, like, if you're broke, just say it? Okay. Bro. Okay, fine. I'll give you a 1st round pick in like 4 years. Thank you. I kind of just need it, okay? Sometimes you just need it. Okay. Center. There you go. I could have also did it like this, but every time I do this, it always messes up something and it says like, you know, hey, that's probably not a smart idea to do. So there you go. I have a center now, okay? I won't hear any comments about I don't have a center. Okay, so power back. What's a GAD? You know what? I don't even want to know. It's probably something personal. All right, let's go to the playoffs. Lamar just hit 1,000 yards. That's all I care about. I really probably should have did the auto upgrades this whole entire time. Now looking back at it, it's probably what I should have done. But you know what? That, my friend, is something to look back on. All right. Let's see. I'm going to guess 1,050 yards. Okay, I do have injuries still on. So we went 11-6. 28th offense. Defensively, we were 14th. Okay. Lamar had 770 yards. Oh, man. I don't know how we suck so bad. I just realized this, too. Like, we really do suck and have, like, the best team to ever be assembled in football. The Brownies are the Brownies. Like, bruh. This is our squad. CeeDee Lamb. You got Josh Allen. You got CeeDee Lamb. And you got Jamar Chase. And then you got Nick Bosa, Josh Allen. Where's Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons is all the way down here. Oh, no, he's actually a starter. He's a starting right guard. Like, bruh. We can't even get Trent McDuffie in there. Because our team is too, like, stacked and goated. Our team is too stacked and goated to even get certain players in there. Again, this whole video turned into a Lamar Jackson running back show. And then we still lost in the second. Oh, we lost in the championship. We got killed. Our defense got killed. Because that makes sense. Whatever. You know, I don't even care anymore. Just take me to the draft. I don't even care. I'm skipping past all that crap. Lamar has 1 year left. I don't have to worry about that. At this point, I'm just more worried about Lamar Jackson. Alright, I'm simming this draft. We're just going to skip it. At this point, man, I'm more worried about Lamar Jackson and what he's going to do. Okay, we took a right guard. It's probably a smart idea to do. We took 2 quarterbacks, and one of them was C.J. Stroud. Why did we take C.J. Stroud in the 7th round? I'm more or less not even confused by the fact we took C.J. Stroud in the 7th round, because that's just how this franchise works. It's just the fact of why did we take him in the 7th round? We actually do not need quarterback. All right. Wait, what happened to our quarterback? Why is Kyle... Oh, we lost Josh Allen. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, so I guess we weren't able to re-sign Josh Allen. That's why we probably took 2 quarterbacks. And somehow Kyle Trask is the better of the 2 options. Where did Josh Allen go? He went to the Eagles. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, well, can we start CJ Stroud? Because he's actually not that bad of a quarterback. How the heck? So we took DTR in the 3rd, and we took CJ Stroud in the 7th. Okay. This draft is just cursed in general. Let's just see Lamar Jackson and what he does here. Hopefully something good. If not, we're just gonna have to sim his whole entire career and see what happens. Because so far, I've created the most cursed lineup of all time. We went 8-9. Okay. We also don't have like any money left. I just realized that too. 1,300 yards, 4 touch. How did he have 4 touchdowns with 1,300 yards? That's actually amazing feat to accomplish. Okay, so this is where the next problem is gonna happen. You know how we drafted all those guys, right, and they're really good. Well, all those guys who are really good want contracts, and after 4 years, they kind of become options that want money. We don't really have the money, so those guys start to fall off. Especially nowadays with contracts being so freaking crazy, bro. It's not as easy to give everyone money. Okay, so there's no way Lamar stays with us, I feel like. There's no way Lamar stays with us. I mean, his contract should be up, I think. I think it should be up after this. So, we're just going to hope. Because I don't think we have any money. Because that says negative $42 million. And we have negative $42 million. Lamar, he is a free agent. Oh, man. All right, and he has 1 team interested. Is there any way we could, finesse this system? Because I know there's ways. How did he get $70 million? I mean, it doesn't really it surprised me, but still. Okay, isn't there, ways for, us to be able to, I thought there was, ways to do stuff like this, with Madden 26. Oh, the restructure contract. Thank you. Yeah, let me start restructuring some deals. So we can potentially try to do something here. Because I can't let Lamar Jackson leave. That's the whole point, was Lamar Jackson to be, insanely the future of this team. And even though we got all this, and we still have not won, more than 2 playoff games. Okay, so this is going to, fluff me over for the future. But what it does do is the right now. And you know how it is. Everyone has TikTok brain. Everyone is the right now. Okay. So I'm mortgaging the future for the now. Okay. Is there anybody else? Why does my left tackle have 96 million? 68 million. Okay. How much money do we have now after that? We're now negative 33 million. We saved $10 million. Is there anyone I can, theoretically speaking, cut and make money? Ed Oliver. I love you, man. Okay, so I would a cure. Yeah, there's just I'm gonna have to let him go, but I don't want to. This is not my choice. Alright, we're gonna have to follow whatever team he goes to. I kind of wanted to stay with the Brownies for this whole video, but I'm not gonna be able to. Because sadly, I'm not controlling the finances, but someone decided to mismanage the money. Thank you so much, Cleveland Brownies. I'm not even controlling the freaking finances, man. But somehow, the game, the Hooplas, decided to mismanage the money. Alright, let's go next week. So now Lamar gets his first actual, livelihood outside of being on the Brownies. And being a running back for the Browns. Oh, man. Okay. I will make my selection with my great expert knowledge. Okay. Quez Walker. Nice. You know what? I also realized I don't even know what the Jets have. This is the J.J. McCarthy draft. Oh, lordy. That's an ugly draft. I hated this draft in real life. We're going to take Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy. Okay. What's his... I just want to see his speed. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Just back out. I feel like he probably has good speed. You know what? We're just going to send this. Listen, we're not worried about all that. We're worried about one thing. Who we took. Okay, we took J.J. McCarthy. So I guess, theoretically speaking, there's probably a scenario where they actually do need a quarterback. It all went downhill when the Browns couldn't pay Josh Allen anymore. Or like 100 different of their players that cost like $200 million each. All right, so what's our team look like? Adjust lineup. Lamar Jackson is starting the season off on injury. We're going to start our rookie quarterback because why not? Dang, man. This is what the team looks like. Jamal Adams at a 99. Why? I'm not trying to be that guy, man, but like, why? Okay, so I think 2025 draft is now, which is the Caleb Williams draft. Okay, that's the Caleb Williams draft. Okay, so it's like Lamar Jackson, who just signed with this team. Just want to kind of put that out there. Is he good? He is fine. Okay, so now we can go through and make him the RB everything because he's finally not hurt. He is hurt in real life, but he's not hurt in this game anymore. So that's good. Nope. We want him to be the power back. All right, playoffs. So this is the last year we're going to do. We might do one more, actually. We're going to do this year and then next year. So I should have checked. I'm going to check this in a second. How long did the Jets sign him for? Because they were the only team interested. And normally when that happens, they don't sign you for a long-term contract. It's usually like a very, very short-term deal they signed them to. All right, come on, Lamar. Give me another 1,000-yard season, man. I need one more 1,000 yards out of you. I mean, he is young enough to get that 1,000 yards. J.J. McCarthy's the guy. Wow. Lamar, 566 yards. What's his speed now? He's still 95 speed. Okay. Maybe 27 years old. Looks weird as heck as a running back, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Fred Warner somehow's on this team. Guess that's logical. And the Jets missed the playoffs at 6-11. All right, let me check one thing, and then we're just going to go on to the next year. So I got to check this to see and make sure you don't leave us like you did with the Brownies. He's out 1 to 3 weeks. Fantastic. All right, contract. He actually signed a 3-year deal. Okay, good. So signed a 3-year deal. I'm going right to next season. I'm skipping past go. I'm going right to next season. So, as long as, because he's going to be on the team, so I don't really worry about that. Off season, draft. Actually, I do want to stop this real fast, so we'll see if we can actually see, like, the draft recap. Oh, nope, we skipped right past it. Okay, whatever. All right. Last season, Lamar Jackson, Lamarkable. Was not planning to make this video this way the whole entire time, but it ended up working out. All right, draft. Okay. I don't know why he wasn't the starter there. Let's go with third down back. Lamar Jackson, and there we go. All right, playoffs. Last year with Lamar for this video. So far, he has been very up and down. He's also 28 years old, so I think at this point, he's probably going to get a lot of injuries anyway. And he's going to slowly digress down lower and lower and lower. So, this is probably the last year he'll actually be good at 28. Just because, like, he doesn't have the body type to be a pure running back. Like, he has the body type to be a quarterback. So, all right, so we went 8-9, which doesn't matter as much. What matters is the 1,000-yard season of Lamar Jackson. So he's a 92 superstar quarterback. So he went from a star dev to a superstar dev. And, I mean, for a running back, he never put up crazy touchdown numbers, but he was the weirdly most inconsistent running back. I just realized that too. Every other year, he's good. First year, he sucks. Second year, he's amazing. Third year, he sucks. Fourth year, he's amazing. Fifth year, he sucks. Sixth year, he's amazing. 7th year, he sucks. 8th year, he's amazing. I just realized that. Lamar actually found himself every other year. How? I guess that makes sense low-key, though, you know? Henry Ruggs actually in the NFL. That's crazy. If you take every other year off, then you're always going to be successful. You know? You don't have to worry about injury. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I don't know. I didn't know how this video was going to go. And, you know, going into it, I had, like, no actual plan. But, yeah, just, let's just see this real fast. Jameis Winston is a 99 overall. I don't know how to feel about that. Justin Jefferson's a Bill. Patrick Mahomes is still a Kansas City Chief. Derek Carr is still in the league. Carson Wentz is a Bronco. Yeah. Deshaun Watson's a 99 overall Texan, so he never left the Texans. Mac Jones was on the Bills. And is a 99 overall, by the way. And there's a lot of 99 overalls for no reason. Justin Herbert, the 98. Down this list here. Josh Jones. I thought it was Josh Jacobs. TJ Watt's still a Steeler, so that makes most logical sense. He's on the Bills now, apparently. I mean, this is the one thing that's cool when you start going really far down this list here. Is you start to see God Squads starting to get built, which is kind of crazy. Michael Pierce is still in the league somehow. Myles Garrett now is on the Cardinals. Joe Burrow was on the Cardinals. Wow, Myles Garrett and Joe Burrow. Kind of crazy combo. T. Higgins is a Packer, which I think a lot of people thought was going to eventually be a thing. Russell Wilson's still on the Seahawks. That's kind of crazy. Damian Pierce is on the Steelers. Ryan Shazier is still in the league. Is crazy. Stroud is still a Brownie. Nick Chubb's now a Giant. Well, I traded him to the Giants, so I guess it's kept him. The Brownies lost Jamar Chase, and he went to the Skins. Christian McCaffrey's on the Lions. That would be an interesting combo, to be honest. Lamar Jackson is still a running back for the Jets. He's also 92 overall. And Clyde Edwards-Underwear is actually in the league still. And then going down, because this is what, 7 years? Yes, 7, 8 years in the league. 7, 8 years in the future. Mike Gesicki is on the Broncos. Not bad. Okay, Brock Bowers is on the Jets. Makes logical sense. And yeah, Stephon Diggs is on the Vikings. So he ended up going back to the Vikings, I guess. In the end, George Pickens is on the Bengals. Oh, that's not what you would want to see. And yeah, so tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. This was definitely a different type of video. Cam Newton's still in the league is kind of crazy. Also, Dwayne Haskins, RIP. That is Caleb Williams, by the way. That is not Dwayne Haskins. That is Caleb Williams. That is not Dwayne Haskins. RIP, Dwayne Haskins. Still's got Jaden Daniels, though. And that is Caleb Williams as well. Peace out, guys. Josh Rosen's still in the league.